For most people, YouTube is a sort of safe space, something we can use to wind down after a long day, or something to eat food to, because it's weird to eat food in silence. But sometimes you start to delve a little bit too deep. You go past the safety net of normal videos, and you enter the realm of absolute terror. Sometimes you find things on YouTube that are more distressing, more terrifying, and more fucked up than even the worst horror movies. Today, lady and man, we are going through some of the most terrifying videos uploaded to YouTube. And buckle up, because the last 3 are probably enough to get me demonetized. On the surface, our first video isn't particularly terrifying. What we see is an unsettling song paired with a distorted image of a woman. The song is weird, but I can't actually play it due to copyright issues. However, I can show you the visuals, which at first glance may come off bizarre, but harmless. But it's not until you delve deeper into the context of this image that the true horror behind the video uncovers itself. The woman in the image is Reiko Takamura. Reiko was the victim of a Japanese serial killer known as Kiyoshi Okubo, who brutally raped and murdered 8 women in Japan in the 1970s. Okubo was finally apprehended and sentenced to death by hanging. The picture of Reiko Takamura used in this video was taken from a book about Japanese serial killers and was then edited and distorted to add shock value. The fact that a real-life victim of such horrific violence was repurposed for entertainment is kind of fucked up. It's not really just a video with creepy visuals. It's a video that capitalizes on a horrific real-life tragedy. The next video takes us into a completely different realm of unsettling. The footage, timestamped from 2006, starts innocently enough, with a group of men trekking through the woods, seeming to be in pursuit of something.
Es la última batería que me queda. Tío, es que esto va a flipar, Mira.
At first, everything is chill, but soon this video takes a very weird turn. As the video progresses, they begin to discover large feathers laid throughout the ground. The size of the feathers is weird. It's not just the size from a regular bird.
Es que, tío, yo qué sé, tío, se llaman plumas, tío. ¿No o no?
And it isn't until one of them mentions that they've been hearing strange noises that things start to get really weird.
Home, tio, ja veus si sent soroll. Des de fa rato que sento soroll. Que sí, collons, que sí.
And it becomes increasingly apparent that they are not alone. The men are clearly freaked out. Someone is watching them, stalking them through the woods. And whatever it is, I don't think it's human. And then eventually, we see it.
Tia, escolta, em sents o no? Puta, tio! Ei, va, corre, tia, va!
This video has been circulating on the internet for years, accumulating millions of views. Many believe the men were in search of a cryptid, potentially a fallen angel given the size of the feathers. Others speculate that it's a hoax or a piece of found footage art. Regardless, the sense of dread that it creates is undeniable. And the real question still remains, was it staged, or is this video real proof of cryptids? With this next video, we delve into the side of conspiracies. In 1997, a radio station took calls from individuals claiming to have worked in secret government divisions, more specifically Area 51.
Line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
And it was during this broadcast that a man, now only known as the Frantic Caller, phoned in with an alarming account about his experience. The caller claimed to have knowledge about alien life, and a massive cover-up by the US government. But the way that he talks makes me feel like this isn't just a hoax. He has genuine terror in his voice.
Really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone, so give us something quick.
Okay, okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are, they're of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51.
But as the call progressed, things started to take a stranger turn. Midway through his conversation, the radio station cut off.
They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting...
I mean, it cut off. It disappeared. For several minutes, the broadcast was completely dead. And then eventually, it came back on, and the caller wasn't there anymore.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
It's the government, or
I don't know.
it has to be something, though.
Well, did you hear? Now, you tell me because you were listening.
That was awful strange.
There was a really weird guy on the air when it went off?
Yeah, real weirded out.
Sure, that caller could have been a hoax, but the coincidence and the likelihood of the radio station being shut off in that exact moment, that's fucking weird. Was this a hoax? Was it a clever ploy for ratings? Or was this man truly revealing classified information that the public isn't meant to know about?
That are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them.
This next video is where things start to get very weird. The video starts by taking us on a disturbing tour through a decaying building. As the camera weaves through the rooms, subtitles appear on the screen, narrating the house's history. Everything seems kinda normal. I mean, normal to the point of walking through a decaying building. But as the video progresses, it becomes clear that this isn't just a regular walkthrough. It descends into something much, much darker. Around the 8-minute mark, the narrator begins to talk about their grandparents, and the tone shifts to deeply unsettling. And then it happens. They show us the grandparents. The way this video dragged on for 8 minutes before showing us this random shock of a dead body, I hope it's fake. It needs to be fake. Something is very wrong here, and we never quite figure out what it is. Our next one dives into the realm of a classic ghost story, and it offers a chilling real-life encounter with the supernatural.
Did you hear that?
This footage was recorded by a man who claims to have witnessed something that he could never imagine. A ghost girl, sitting alone in the corner of his hallway, crying. At first, the man doesn't really approach, unsure of what he's seeing is even real or a trick of the camera. But it isn't until he goes and has another look that things start to get creepier.
Right outside the door. Right outside the front.
This video sparked countless debates. Was this a genuine encounter with a spirit, or was it staged for effect? There's something deeply unsettling about the way the girl holds herself. Our next video actually comes from a Reddit post. And attached to the post, the Reddit user states, "Years ago, my sister had a Dora doll she really loved that could move its head electronically. However, we never put batteries in it because at the time we couldn't afford a lot of stuff. My mum caught my sister singing and playing with the doll, not noticing the doll turns its head to look at her. This video went viral on Reddit, with many people speculating whether they just put batteries in it or not. But the Reddit user is so adamant that that doll had no batteries in it. Could this be a glitch or a real life possession of a doll? I'm just saying, if I was a ghost, I would probably possess more than just a doll. I'd probably transform myself into something a little bit spookier, like this. Don't forget to subscribe. This next video delves into one of the most infamous and tragic exorcism cases of all time. Anneliese Michel, a German woman whose story still haunts the world decades later. Anneliese began suffering from seizures at the age of 16, and after being diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy, she was prescribed medication to help control her symptoms. Despite years of psychiatric treatment, her condition worsened, and by her 20s, Anneliese began to show true terror behind religious objects. She would speak in voices that weren't her own, and she would claim that she was possessed by demonic forces. Her devout Catholic family believed these stories, and eventually they turned away from doctors, and they sought the help of priests who believed that Anneliese was indeed possessed. Over the course of 10 months, Anneliese underwent 67 different exorcisms, each one more brutal than the last. This video contains real audio from one of those sessions. Raw, terrifying clips that capture Anneliese's voice, her screams, and the attempts to rid her of the demons that they believed were tormenting her.
Sind wir schon drei? Nur Hass. Ja. Und wo nur Hass ist, da gibt's keine Ruhe.
Nein. Und für uns gibt's nie Ruhe. Nie.
Weil
Ewigkeit.
Hearing the audio of these exorcisms is deeply unsettling. Annalise's voice is distorted beyond recognition, and it is difficult to listen to her screams without a sense of horror. But what makes this video even more f***ed up is knowing the outcome. Annalise died of malnutrition and dehydration at age 23, having been starved over the course of her exorcisms. Annalise's story kind of raises the question between faith, science, and suffering. Was she possessed, or was she just a mentally ill woman who fell victim to her family's beliefs? Nevertheless, this audio is some of the most unsettling stuff that you can find on the internet. Things take a turn in this next video, and I'm actually not sure that I'll be able to show you the full amount without being demonetized, but I am going to upload it. If it doesn't get demonetized, lucky you guys. This video begins with a man casually showing off his great-grandmother's coffin, but it's placed in his backyard. He gives a brief, nonchalant backstory behind the coffin and the relationship with his great-grandmother. But it's kind of clear that something about this situation is pretty messed up. At first, the video is strange, but it's not terrifying. It's not every day that you see a coffin in someone's backyard, but nothing particularly shocking actually happens at the beginning. And that's when he does it. I can't even describe it to you, so I think I'm just going to show you. You just watched a man open the coffin of his great-grandmother and kiss her corpse. The man speaks as if all of this is normal, but I can't help but think that something is profoundly wrong. Is this a twisted hoax meant to shock us? Or is this man actually filming his dead great-grandmother's coffin? The way the man interacts with the coffin and the way he tells the story so nonchalantly, it leaves an impression that is difficult to shake, even after the video ends. Our next video is another phone call audio, and I left this one to last because I think it is one of the most distressing and disturbing audios that I have ever listened to. The sheer terror in this lady's voice, combined with the screams and the panic in the background, makes for one of the most graphic phone calls ever published. The following audio is the 911 call after Charla Nash's domesticated chimpanzee snaps and brutally attacks Charla's friend.
Stand for 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 241 Rock Crimmon Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Yes. He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. Shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up.
Charla's friend ended up surviving the attack, but she was brutally disfigured. And this call goes down as one of the most unsettling and horrific pieces of media known to man. Like, share, comment, subscribe.